Guys, it's time. It is time. It is time. It is time for the biggest game of the season so far. Manchester City versus Arsenal Football Club. Today, here it is Wednesday, 26th of April. I've been waiting for this day for a while now. We play Arsenal. It kicks off at 3 p.m. local time. I know that that time might differ for other people. Big up to whoever tuning into the chat right now. As usual, you don't know how it go. But this is an absolutely massive game. First versus second in the Premier League. Arsenal having played 32 games, which is 2 games more than us, are 5 points ahead of us at this point in time. Manchester City at second place, 30 games played, 70 points, 5 points behind Arsenal. So, needless to say, this is a 6-pointer. If we beat Arsenal today, we can go within 2 points of the current league leaders with still 2 games in hand. So, this is a massive, massive opportunity. Guys, this on screen right now is not, I repeat, it is not a predicted 11. This is reportedly the leaked 11 that will face Arsenal today. There is no Aymeric Laporte. I fully expected Laporte to start. If Ake did not, obviously, I was saying in my last video that I do believe there is a possibility that Ake does see the pitch, as there was no news on his injury. It might have been a case of Pep playing his cards close to his chest again, because he tends to do that, and keeping the fitness of Nathan Ake under wraps. Obviously, we do know that his injury was muscle tightness in his hamstring area, not necessarily an injury, as the scan was done on Saturday. So we weren't privy to the information of the scan until that press conference yesterday. So upon hearing that information, I got my car wrong. I hold my hands up. I thought Pep was trying to play it slick and slide Ake in there since he's pocketed Saka twice, and maybe he wasn't as injured as we thought. But he actually is injured. He will be out for a little while more. I think he might miss Fulham, and then in March when we do play West Ham, I think West Ham is our first game in May. He could feature then. He could return to the lineup then, but who knows? We'll have to wait until we get there at that point. However, this is the team that plays against Arsenal. Now, since I want to give you guys 3 games before the kickoff, which is in a little bit over an hour from now, I will go ahead and search the match currently and see what this lineup can give us. I do think this is a great lineup for what we try to accomplish. But in the meantime, we do know that Arsenal have not beat us in the Premier League since 2015 at our home stadium. I think they beat us in 2017 at the Emirates, but that was the last time they beat us in the league overall. And the last time they beat us in general, I think, was the FA Cup in 2019, I believe. They won the FA Cup that year. So they do have a poor record against us. And the last time they got a draw from us was in 2016. So we are going into this game as the favourites based on the history of the fixture and based on the current form as well. We do know that they're coming off of 3 draws back-to-back. And we are coming off of a 6-game Premier League win streak. So we should be able to get this job done if we do turn up for the fixture, which I'm sure that we will. Alright, Bernardo. Oh no, that was supposed to go to KDB just now.
This is the team Manchester United will go with. David De Gea begins in goal. Bruno Fernandes plays with Casemiro in the centre of the pitch. And the lead striker
good play.
Is Anthony Martial.
Let's see if we can keep a clean sheet for this match.
And a look at the starting 11.
Because as you guys can see in the title, my prediction against Arsenal Football Club today is 3-0. I don't think we concede today. And that is a big, big call to make. I've seen a lot of 3-1 predictions from City fans. I just believe that we'll go 1-up on the performance that we had against them in Emirates Stadium, in which we did not we conceded 1 goal from in my opinion was not a legit penalty. I don't think there is much that Ederson could have done to stop his momentum. Ooh, brilliant save, and we almost gave them a goal right there. So I don't think there is much Ederson could have done to stop his momentum. I think it was sold pretty well by, I think, Nketiah was the one who won the penalty.
Not much time to make up his mind.
But at the end of the day, we did our job. We got our job done.
Holland. And with that, the attack fizzles out.
Brilliant, John Stones.
Silva. And now Stones. Considerable progress made by Gundogan as the attack continues.
Again, that was not where I meant to put that ball. I genuinely thought that Gundogan would have played that ball to John Stones there, but you know it went further than expected.
Rodri. De Bruyne.
Ref. Wow, wow, ref.
Anthony. And here is Malacia.
Come on, guys, clean sheet, clean sheet.
Not what he was intending. Bad pass. Martial. Gundogan. And the quality of pass needs to be a bit better.
Alright, we'll win it back, we'll win it back. Come on, my side. Let's counter with pace.
Holland. City move it forward with purpose. Able to get a body in the way. And all the way through to the keeper.
Alright, Eddie.
On a pass that lacks quality. Rashford. And space to cross it.
Well done, Eddie. That was dangerous though. For a matter of pride, you know, I'm not losing to any Manchester United players, you know. Ooh. And this is also basically what the FA Cup final will look like, I would like to presume. You know, they're not with United playing this well, but hey, you never know. They'll be up to stop a potential treble, so.
Well, didn't go to plan in the end. Kevin De Bruyne. Erling Haaland. Grealish. De Bruyne.
Kev.
Ready. Struggling to get it away.
Stones. Oh, wow.
Bruno Fernandes. Could play it in.
Oh, yo, I tried my best to send Kyle Walker over there. Tried my absolute best to send Kyle Walker over there, but it was not to be. Oh, wow, just imagine if this happens in FA Cup.
They aren't doing enough with it. They need to pass it quicker, play forward earlier and show more energy. Otherwise, they won't get back into this one.
Diogo Dalot. Anthony.
Well, it is officially 2 p.m. here, so the lineups, the official lineups from the club should be out. Let's cross-reference to see if it matches the leak, but I do believe the leak is correct, so it should match the leak.
It is a decent looking attack here.
Which it kind of does make sense when you think about it, because Kyle Walker has played more minutes recently than Laporte is, so I'd say in terms of match fitness, Kyle Walker is definitely more ready for this game. And the only concerns that I really have is that we have Akanji playing that left back role. Well, allegedly it would be Akanji playing that left back role. I don't think he's played there before for us. He's played on the right as well as playing centre back. and drifting out from the right while John Stones drifts into the midfield. So he has played that right-sided role of our defense before. I'm not sure if he played left-sided centre back at Dortmund, but still I think it would be a relatively new role for him, at least in our team. So it'd be quite interesting to see what Akanji and how Akanji and Kyle Walker set up in this team. Obviously, big up to those who are joining into the chat right now. Big up yourself. We are 1 hour away from the potential biggest game of the season. And as you guys see in the title, my prediction is 3-0. I think Manchester City win this game 3-0 against Arsenal today. Let me know your score predictions in the chat. And as it relates to the official release of the team sheet, it's Ederson in goal, Walker, Diaz, Akanji, Stones, which is the backline that we have here. Rodri, KDB, and Gundogan, Bernardo, Grealish, and Haaland. So again, the leaked lineup was 100% correct. There is no Aymeric Laporte. There is no Nathan Ake, as obviously reported by Pep in the press conference yesterday. But I do believe that this team still has the minerals to get this job done, and I do think 3-0 is still very possible, especially if we score. Well, we have to score first, but especially if we score like within the first half of the first half, like before that 20-minute mark. So if we can pull that off, I do think that 3-0 is most definitely on the cards.
And back with Bruno Fernandes. Now Casemiro. It's a fine United move in the making, but a good piece of defending to bring it to an end.
Oh, why did that ball not go to KDB? You know, fair play to him. He realized that's what I was trying to do, and he just gave me the ball back.
And return to De Bruyne, and intercepts again.
Oh no,
Marcel Sabitzer.
that was messy, and I don't mean Leo.
Rashford. It's with Gundogan. Stones. Here's Grealish. John Stones has given it straight to the opposition.
Oh my god,
And the
that's
conditions
crazy.
look pretty good for the counter-attack.
Again, big up to the person who just joined just now. And guys, please,
Well, in the
I'm
end, nothing
asking
really
you,
to worry the
just do
keeper
me a
about.
favor and hit that like button. I would much appreciate that. And also help subscribe and help me to get to 50 if you haven't already. We are 5 subscribers away from 50, I believe, so that would be amazing. Especially if we can hit that in the biggest game of the season, that would be awesome, man.
Haaland.
And don't forget, leave me your score predictions in the chat.
And the ruling is
Obviously,
offside
I'm
here.
speaking about the game in the title, Manchester City versus
Well, there it is.
Arsenal,
United
not
haven't
this
had as much
current
of the
match
ball,
we're playing
but when
here.
they have won it back in midfield areas, their counter-attacking has been excellent. They'll be happy with the way the game's going at the moment.
And the threat on the
Honestly, I'm not
counter-attack
even
is very
nervous
real.
about this Arsenal game. I'm just excited. I know that the football and display from both teams will be absolutely top level,
And into the
and
last
I
30
cannot
minutes
wait
now.
to see it. This will be one of the games we look back at the end of the season and say, yo, what a debacle that was.
Bernardo Silva takes the shot.
Ooh, close,
Save,
close.
right out to the top.
Similar to our title deciding game against Liverpool last season as well. That was absolutely crucial, and I think both teams really got up for that game.
He's driven in the corner.
I was trying to put that over the hair
It's always
just
going to be
now.
that way. And that was a move of great promise. They could easily have been in. Anthony.
Obviously, a very big question and important question for this fixture will be how will Akanji
Sabitzer.
fare against Bukayo Saka on that
Might be
left
ideal for
side.
the counter.
Defensively, I think personally Akanji has been great. I think he's been really good this season. Obviously, he has his moments where he's
Commitment
not
to
on the level of a
and
Ruben
attacking.
Diaz.
Gundogan.
Many would argue he's never even gotten to the level of a Ruben Diaz, and I wouldn't disagree with them, to be honest. But in terms of doing his job, I think Akanji has been a really good servant for the club this season. And Pep clearly persists with him. He definitely shows that mentality when he plays. that he is a top player, or he believes that he's a top player, and his performances have been good. I don't remember a game where Akanji put out like a flat out stinker, like, oh my god, you were so bad defensively, you cost us a game or cost us points. So I'm very happy with Akanji, and I do think facing Saka now when he's not in form, that he could have a massive role to play. Oh my god, Gundo! Gundo. You are my G, me rate you, but my boss, we need to score that, especially 1-0 down. We need that. So let's get Philip Walter on the pitch, or we want to go for Mahrez. Let's go for Foden. Actually, nah. We need one of the better shooting, so we definitely going for Mahrez this time. Sorry, Foden. And let's also get Phillips to freshen up for John Stones in that defensive midfield area as well.
Presented itself, and they really should be level. They have to be more composed, more clinical if they want to get back into this.
Also made some changes, but when I watch them.
And a long way out here. Well, somehow the goalkeeper got to it. Delivering it. A deft clearance.
Well done, Akanji.
Rafael Varane giving it a try.
Ooh.
The crossbar. You can't get much closer than that. Ruben Dias. On to Mahrez. Well, they so badly want to settle the promotion issue, but if they're going to do that, they need a goal, Stuart.
Oh, it must be agony for the players. Promotion so close they could almost touch it. They just need that bit of magic from somewhere. A bit of
Grealish!
You'd think they'd get another.
Come on, Grealish! Can somebody get me a goal, please? Or create something for Haaland?
Bernardo Silva. On to Mahrez. And here they come, still pressing for an equaliser. A deep delivery.
Goal! Oh, close. If Bernardo was just like, you know, a stall as Haaland or something.
Here's a change for Manchester United.
Should I try to get this over? I'll try to get this over again.
Trying to pick out a teammate.
Goal! Oh my god, goal line clearance, that's mad! That is mad.
Disappointing pass. Silva. Holland. Pressing high to win the ball.
Oh, wow. Wow. What is up with this? I don't know. I'm doing it again. Yo, I don't learn. I am doing it again. Fully.
Let's see about the delivery. And stuffing out the danger. Down by a goal. This could be their final opportunity to snatch something.
And it was not to be. It was not to be.
But it's not going to happen. This result far from what they had expected.
Well, it just wasn't to be, was it?
But hey, I saw you go. Let's actually check out the Arsenal lineup as well, because they have an important decision, or I'd say a fairly interesting decision to make as well. So let's see what Mikel Arteta is setting his team up like. And I also tried to get a online rivalry stream going today as well. where I would have a Manchester City versus Arsenal match for you guys to see. But I didn't get that to actually come through in the plans. So unfortunately, we just have the regular preview stream. But you know, we'll definitely get into that vein where we can have the online rivalries as the preview for the actual match that Manchester City has coming up. So definitely stay tuned for that. What's Laporte got to do to get on? The girl RK. I genuinely thought if Pep was not holding his cards close to his chest in regards to Ake's fitness, obviously he told us yesterday that it would be Laporte that gets onto the pitch. But in terms of like a method to his madness kind of thing, in terms of match fitness coming into this game, I do think that Walker does have that over Laporte at the moment. So I'm guessing that's where Pep was looking at. Like, Walker has played more minutes than him recently, and Laporte coming into the game cold against a fighting Arsenal team who know that they have to win, and against their star boy Saka. Like, maybe he just trusted Akanji more today. That's what I'm thinking. But it's similar to Phillips. Like, what do these guys have to do to get a start? Like, what is going on in the training pitch? That's what I'm wondering. So Arsenal have Ramsdale, Ben White, Holding, Gabriel, Zinchenko, which is their usual back four. Partey, Xhaka, and Erdegaard. So Xhaka is back in the team. He didn't play last game since he wasn't. I think he was ill. Partey is still not dropped, and Saka, Martinelli, Jesus. So they've gone their typical starting lineup that people would say is their current strongest lineup with, you know, Saliba still out. They have Turner, Tierney, Kivior, Jorginho, Smith Rowe, Vieira, Trossard, Nelson, and Nketiah. A lot of people are calling for Trossard to start, so that's another one I was fairly interested in seeing how that played out. But I'm not looking forward to seeing Trossard come off the bench. He's a quality player. KP is not good, but Laporte was one of the best for the past couple seasons. I 100% agree. And the only reason why I was thinking Phillips to start was that Sheffield United game, and that was basically for Pep to show a bit of faith in him, that he does have a role to play next season. But if Phillips isn't playing at all, not even in that Sheffield game, I do think that's a warning sign that he might not be here next season. But Laporte, I agree, like last season he was our best centre back. He was better than Ruben Dias last season, and I'm not afraid to admit that. He was absolutely amazing. So to see the drop off this season as to where Boomy as to where he's not even getting in the team, that's just very wild to see. Alright. Boomy, you have to give me a minute. I'll play with you and watch the game with you after this. Promise.
And clears the danger. Holland.
Come on, KDB, we need that.
Lewandowski. Being egged on by the crowd.
Alright, so you need to give me a minute, bro. Plus, he played the FA Cup game, so he must have some match fit. Yeah, like he started the FA Cup game. I think he was fairly good. I think Akanji was better than him, but I do think that Laporte was fairly good in the FA Cup tie as well. So, and he played the full 90 minutes, and I thought that was to give him that bit of fitness to come into getting into this game. But clearly Pep is thinking otherwise. Like Akanji, how he has been playing this season consistently, you know, not necessarily at a world-class level, but he has been consistently at a good level. And I'm guessing he just thinks that for this system, Akanji would fare better on the left than Laporte would. Nobody can deny that Laporte is a good defender, but a lot of people would also say that he's not fit to this system. He's more fit for a back four. But, you know, this doesn't help, you know, when rumors are coming out that Laporte is leaving at the end of the summer. Like, he can't even get in when Ake isn't fit, so does that mean he's third in line for that position
Grealish.
in the back three? Like that's not a good sign. That's really bad.
Bernardo Silva. Ilkay Gundogan at the
Oh
ready.
no.
That's all they can conjure for now. Lewandowski. Well, not quite what he wanted to do with the pass. Oh, good-looking run. Haaland. Can he
Goal.
put them in front?
Clockwork, clockwork. Well done, KDB. Good finish. 1-0 up at the camp now. That's great. That's great. The girl RK, while you're still here, let me know what your score prediction is for today. Given the lineup that we have out, I know that you definitely would have wanted to see Laporte, and I share that sentiment. I definitely do, because I think he deserves to play, especially after, you know, how he ended last season on injury just to get us to that title. I definitely think he deserved more minutes this season. But let me know what you think the end result of this upcoming game will be.
And there's the feed into the box. Well, in fact, a good but straightforward claim by the keeper.
Oh, good work, Rodri.
De Bruyne. And no way to sugarcoat
That was a long
one,
shot,
Stuart.
literally.
Well, sometimes it's worth having a shot from distance, but he never really set himself to hit that cleanly.
2-1 City. Honestly, I'll take that. As much as my result, you know, clearly shows a lot of confidence in this game. Because, to be honest, all week I've not been worried. Maybe that will change after the game starts. But I haven't been worried with the thought of the game coming up. Because we are in good form, and I'm watching them drop points from winning positions week after week. And then, you know, being down in 15 minutes against, what was it, Southampton? So that was very... Ooh, what a finish from Haaland. That was very interesting to see, and stuff like that just gives me more confidence with how well we're playing. And we're playing at home where they haven't beat us, and we beat them at their ground 3-1. So I'm thinking about all these things, and I don't want to come off too arrogant and then end up jinxing us, but I cannot see a future that we lose. Or at least, yeah, I don't see a future that we lose or not win for that matter, but 2-1, I'll definitely take that. I'll also take 1-0. Any really 3-point result, I'll take that.
Poor attempt at a pass, really.
Well, City, as the stats highlight, have had most of the ball. Yes, they've played well when going forward, but it's been their ability to...
Oh, wait a minute. They could well be in.
Oh my
But
God,
fair to say, Stuart,
KDB.
not one for his personal
That
scrapbook.
was so
Well, that's really
bad.
wayward. His technique completely let him down there.
Dembele.
Let's see if we can get this guy to quit.
Chance to make a game of it here. Kessié. Putting his body on the line.
I'm fine playing against Barcelona as long as Ferran Torres doesn't score, because that would definitely rattle me all the way.
Oh, he's given the ball away.
Good play.
De Bruyne. And now Stones. And Manchester City moving the ball with purpose.
Goal.
Could be.
Oh,
He
close,
scored
close.
once already and close
You
to
can see a
making
clean
it
sheet
double.
with this
Every time he
defense,
gets on the
so
ball,
1-0
he
looks
really
more
does
likely.
today.
The thing is, Arsenal play in a very similar way as us in terms of possession based and very attacking, free-flowing football with domination in the midfield. So if we look at the game from like player to player or system to system, I think our system is better, especially since we moved to the three at the back with more players in the midfield.
Has a go.
I think our system is better. I think player for player in the midfield, we beat them there as well. I do think in terms of firepower, especially matching up against their defense, I think we beat them there as well. So as much as I would take a 1-0, I don't think that they have enough to limit us to only one goal either.
fact of the matter is
And
it wasn't all
keep in mind, this is just my opinion, and I'm also very optimistic, like in a general sense. So
Bernardo Silva.
that does have to be taken into consideration.
They've got it now. What can they do? Plenty of support here. Must be. And it's 2 for him today. A masterful performance.
But yeah, I'm looking at this game, and I'm wondering how are they going. Even if they plan to sit back, I don't think that they can play in that way to where they suffocate us as a Crystal Palace, or which other team in the Prem could I say that gave us a rough time this season. I don't want to say Nottingham Forest because we created a lot of chance against them. We just didn't put them away. But Everton for example, when we played Everton at home, they suffocated us being compact, and we couldn't really create a lot of opportunities against them. I don't see Arsenal playing in that way to where they limit the amount of chances we create. Even in their midfield, as much as Thomas Partey is good and is definitely top 3 CDMs in the league, I don't think their entire midfield with him, Xhaka and Ødegaard is that defensive or rigid or solid to where we can't break them down and create multiple chances. And with a player like Haaland, as clinical as he is, Kevin De Bruyne in title race time, no, Mahrez doesn't start today. And even Alvarez coming off the bench, and Grealish has been chipping in with the goals every now and then. Like, we score at least 2 goals in my opinion. I just think we'll make it 3 because they know they need a win and they have to throw the kitchen sink at us today. So they'll try to come to us with everything. Even if we go up 2 goals, they'll still push forward, and I do think that's where we get our third late in the game.
Between the teams in the first 45, will we see a response from Barcelona in the second half?
Should also let you know, I don't think I've gotten a score prediction correct so far. I think I've been off by either 1 goal for us or the opponents every single time. So that's definitely what we're thinking about. Don't fully take my word for it. It's just my beliefs.
And the counter-attack is on. Options available. All hands on.
But if you are looking for reasons to feel more confident about the tie, I'm definitely the person.
Stones. Well, they're quite content to knock it around inside their own half.
Ooh, nice. Ooh, what a goal that would have been. What a goal that would have been.
They will make the change now. Who's going to get on the end of it? The clearance wasn't decisive.
Another thing that's worth remembering is we have beaten Arsenal twice this season. We have already beaten them twice this season. Once at home and once at the Emirates. So why shouldn't I now believe that we will beat them again? What has changed since then to suggest that we won't beat them a 3rd time this season?
Oh, beating his opponent with ease.
Ooh. So if we throw back a couple of years ago, I think it was 2021 when we went to the Champions League final. That year we played Chelsea 3 times. 3 times? I think we played them 4 times as a matter of fact. Twice in the league, we played them in one of the cup competitions, and we played them in the Champions League. And we lost, I think, every single meeting with them. And funny enough, coming up to the Champions League final, I should have known that the players would be thinking, we have to beat them for the first time this season. And similarly, Chelsea would be thinking, this team hasn't beat us this season. We beat them every single time. Even though all of the games that we played, people would say we're the favorites going in. So against Arsenal now, I think that situation is reversed. We're looking at the situation thinking, we've beaten them twice this season. They're coming to our ground again in the title race where everyone knows that we play our best football when we know we need to win the title. And Arsenal will have that thought in the back of their mind. If they are to beat us today, it will be the first time they're beating us this season. So, there are a lot of stuff pointing in our direction.
Gundogan. De Bruyne. Haaland. Now Gundogan.
Oh, now trying to put that to Bernardo. I kind of overplayed that with Gundogan there.
De Bruyne. On to Haaland. Well, what can they do to stop him running at them? Oh, that's
Offside.
an interesting pass. Well, not allowed to continue.
They keep referring to the Carabao tie.
Well, if he takes a step back to the ball and then
The
spins
Carabao
in behind,
tie.
he'll be onside. But he does know where the space is.
You mean when we got knocked out against Southampton in the Carabao?
Dembele.
I'm not entirely sure what you mean there.
He read the situation defensively and did his job. Silva. Well, for more on the injury, let's go down to our reporter, Jeff Shreves.
Nasty landing on the shoulder for him. He's in real discomfort. He's a tough boy. I think he'll stay on.
Cheers, Jeff. And it wasn't a great pass, was it? Stones. Excellent use of advantage from the referee in City's favour.
Oh, nice, nice. This is it. This is the play. This is the play. Watch it, youth.
And he put it away.
Oh, that was close.
Fantastic reflex action from the goalkeeper.
Yo, this goalkeeper, as much as the score is 3-0, I'm sure he has like 6 saves. Sure, he has about 6 saves.
Over it comes. Bodies forward and the break looks on. Can they keep it going? Not quite the counter-attack that they had in mind. De Bruyne. And now Stones. Haaland. A wonderful intervention.
Man, I really wanted Stones to score that.
Fati. It's with Gundogan. There to take it away.
I don't know, ref. I think I could have gotten that decision there, but
Well, let's see what they have in store for
that's
them.
fine, I guess.
Not out of the woods yet. And I think the threat has been averted. Will it be? On the opinion of the referee,
That is crazy. Anyways, maybe some prior FA Cup game. So the thing is,
And I can understand why.
the last time they beat us was in the FA Cup. I think that was 2019, the year when Arteta won the FA Cup. I think it was a semi-final where they beat us. Oh, this guy quit. That's crazy. I think they beat us in the semi-final of the Carabao Cup, not the Carabao Cup, the FA Cup in 2019. That's the one trophy that Arteta has won since he went to Arsenal. And I think he won that the year that he went to Arsenal. I know he went there in the halfway point through the season. Excuse me. I think he did win that trophy at that point in time, which was shortly after he began his managerial stint. So that might give them a little bit of confidence, but again, this is not the FA Cup. And we have beat them in the FA Cup this season at the same ground that the game is being played at today. So I don't see how they'll be looking at that and getting confidence from that. We should be looking at that and getting confidence from that, as a matter of fact. And that's why I'm imploring as much of the Blues that I can or do interact with to be confident, because especially the fans in the stadium. I know that they will be up for it, or at least they should be. And if they are, the atmosphere that I expect to see today, Arsenal are not. They are not even with 3 points. When they went to Liverpool at Anfield, they were in much better form than they are now. And that is another ground they have not won against. Won at. Liverpool were not up for that game until about halftime when that Xhaka incident happened. That's when the fans really woke up in that tie. So, because Liverpool haven't been having a good season. So if you look at another ground that Arsenal have struggled at in the past, which is the Etihad, the fact that we are in good form, definitely relevant to our compared to Liverpool. Come on, what is that? But yeah, compared to Liverpool, we are in better form. They have a similar home record as we do this season. They have a similar record at Anfield as they do at the Etihad. And Arsenal are not in as good form as like when they went to Anfield as they are now coming to the Etihad. That was not supposed to go to Gundogan.
Well, a long-range effort, but no real difficulties for the goalkeeper. Manuel Akanji. And it's Ruben Dias. Stones. Gundogan. Grealish. Bernardo Silva waiting in the middle. Tremendous reflexes. Thibaut Courtois.
Come on, we need to get back into this tie. Haaland!
Oh, splendid header, but a fine save. And there to intervene. Can they trouble the opposition this time? Modric! Oh, a save right out of the top drawer. Super stop. He's driven in the corner. Well, he dealt with that ball played in rather well. Vinicius! And doing all he can.
Well, we are getting peppered.
Well, he's been a real live wire today. A constant threat to this back line.
Relatively straightforward to mop up defensively. Rudiger. And a really single-minded piece of defending to make sure nothing untoward happened. Space on the flank. And crossed in there. Not the best clearance. Really important piece of last-ditch defending.
Oh no, no Akanji.
Modric. And return to Marco Asensio.
Oh my God. How did he get back that ball?
Can they be stopped?
Hey, Boomy, no.
Well, here we can see it again. Look at the way he glides past the defender to create space for himself. And then the shot is emphatic. He strikes it with such power, the keeper has no time to react. What a good finish.
Alright, so 2 goals down, definitely not great. Boomy, what's wrong with you?
And Grealish. Akanji has it. Goalkeeper has it. Walker. Kevin De Bruyne. Perfect tackle.
Oh no.
Benzema.
Boomy, hey, Boomy, come on, man.
Textbook defending inside the box. Gundogan.
Oh, that's close.
On to Benzema. And return to Marco Asensio. The danger not over. No way through.
Knew he was going for that shot.
And giving the ball away. My goodness, that save. Fully stretched he was. One for his own highlights reel.
He's such a troublemaker, bro.
And over comes the corner. What a genuine opportunity, but it was squandered. Goal kick.
Alright, let's make something happen out of this.
Walker. And now Stones. De Bruyne. Excellent use of advantage from the referee in City's favour. Considerable progress made by Gundogan as the attack continues.
Oh wow, I thought that was onside. I honestly did. I honestly thought that was so onside. Well, just onside.
But it means nothing unless they start to be more creative, particularly in the wide areas. Up to this point, they've been too easy to defend against.
Yes, it's a matter of trying to break them down. Oh, they've lost it. Well, what can they do to stop him running at them? Opportunity! And the keeper had the measure of it.
Yo, I was wondering why is it that I cannot get control of that one defender?
Well, it wasn't a great header in all fairness, and a goal kick it is. Stones. And now Stones. On to Haaland. Oh, that's a well-timed pass.
Oh no! Haaland! Let's go! Let's go! Come on! That's the guy right there. The guy for the big occasions. I don't think I need to tell you guys that Erling Haaland is my predicted goal scorer for this match. He always is. Let me just be honest. He always is. Who knows me know that Aguero is my favorite footballer of all time. Everybody included. Ronaldinho, Messi, Maradona, Pele, Benzema, all of them. Sergio Aguero is my personal favorite football player of all time. He was also my favorite current player up until he retired. Since then, I already knew that Erling Haaland, even while he was at Dortmund, was going to be the next up. When he was at Salzburg, I knew about him. Oh wow, that's crazy. When he was at Salzburg, I knew about Haaland because he was still doing it in the Champions League. So, but at that point, you know, I didn't know how good he was going to be, but I did know that he was a talent that I wanted to keep an eye on. And there were other talents at that point in time. But when he was at Dortmund and I saw the type of striker he's become, I knew this guy is going to be the next one after Aguero in my list. In terms of, like, as a player, like, he's just so clinical. Like my name, right? So that's what I like. I like seeing goals scored. I like see people who can just get the ball, and the defenders, his teammates, him, the goalkeeper, the spectators, the commentators, everybody know, expect this guy to score because he is that guy. That is what I respected the most about Sergio Aguero. Like, you could never count him out of scoring a goal in any match. Same thing with Haaland now. And personally, that's why I think he's better than Mbappe. But, you know, that's a conversation for another day, you know? That's a conversation for another day. But aside from Haaland, my goal scorer for this match is... let me take a good look at the starting lineup. I think KDB scores again today. Does KDB score today? I think the next likely after Haaland to score is KDB. If not, then he's going to assist one of Haaland's goals. That's what I believe will be the turnaround. That is a good question, and personally, I don't think so. I'm sure you remember that goal he scored against Liverpool in the title race. I think it was 2019 when it was just him and Sane who scored and we won 2-1. The fact that he took the first shot and then Allison, I think it was blocked, but he definitely lost the ball, and then we recycled it and put it around. And then he scored from absolutely no angle, and it was just so mad. Like, he took the ball and just said, you know what? I'm Aguero. I'm scoring this. And he just put it past one of the best goalkeepers in the world. Like, when you see that type of stuff, you're mesmerized. And then he also had another goal against Liverpool back in the day. I think it was his first season against Pepe Reina. He basically scored from the corner flag. Like, he was just cold-blooded. As a striker, like, he was just cold. Oh, I was feeling that goal. I 100% was feeling that goal just now.
That's a wasted opportunity. He should beat the keeper from that sort of distance.
Short corner favoured. Bernardo Silva, and crossed in there. Not the best clearance. John Stones. A good and fair challenge.
Well done, Bernardo.
Dias. Rodri. Holland. It's with Gundogan. Back to Holland. De Bruyne. John Stones. On to Gundogan. Unable to get himself back onside here.
Well, he was always going to be offside. That was the wrong option.
And into the last 30 minutes now. See some progress with the ball at his feet.
Cut back in. Yep, that's exactly what I knew you were about to do. As every Vinicius player plays the same exact way.
Stones. Bodies forward and the break looks on. Grealish. And now Rodri. And he read it well defensively.
I think we have to be looking at subs real soon.
Now hold on, Stuart, they're in here. Big chance it is. Can they stop it going in? In it goes!
What the absolute hell? That's crazy. That is crazy.
Well, let's take another look, and it's not good enough defensively.
But there's one last thing I want to mention, because, you know, after this game, I will be leaving to prepare my pre-match rituals. You know, I have my jersey on. I need to go make some tea and get myself situated for the game, because, you know, those are my good luck charms personally. There's one more piece of information I want to drop on you guys. If we win this game, as much as people will look at it from a points perspective, that we would be considered favorites to win the entire competition if we do win this match. Also, I expect Arsenal to drop even more points, because a lot of City fans are looking at this game in isolation, and rightfully so. But
Gundogan. He's in with a chance. Excellent save from Thibaut Courtois.
And rightfully so. But if you look at Arsenal's current form, they've drawn 3 games in a row. If they lose today, their unbeaten streak is done, snapped, and then they're actually stuck in a rut, because they'd be 4 games without a win, and then their next game is Chelsea on Tuesday, who have nothing to fight for except probably the "we stopped Arsenal from winning the league" trophy, which I'm sure they all want. Then they have to go to Newcastle away, I believe. Is a match that they have coming up. And there's another difficult fixture in there. I'm not sure if it would then be Brighton at home. I think that's the next fixture, but it's definitely not looking good for them. And all of these teams, including the ones that they have later after that, we'll be looking at their recent results and saying, you know what? These guys are there for the taking.
Well, the fans really want him to shoot, and pushed away to safety. No nonsense clearance.
Oh, what a shot, boy.
Opportunity in the wide area. Holland. On to Gundogan. Safe pair of hands. Did his job.
Haaland, come on, you could have done better with that.
Well, not far away from full time now, and Manchester City, we know, can play an awful lot better than this.
Well, they've been second best, that's for sure, and the main problem's been...
Oh, Stewart, they must score!
Hey,
A goal to settle the issue once and for all.
game's done. I'm sorry, I could have done better this match. I honestly could have. That last goal there, I definitely should have, but I'm just so excited and thinking about this game coming up. It's like wow, I cannot, as a football fan, like Manchester City fan separate, as a football fan, I cannot wait to see the tactical masterclass that I expect to see go down. And we are 12 minutes away from the game. 12 minutes away from the game. Like, I can't wait. I cannot wait.
Well, here it is again. He goes past his mark.
No, the game is done, but let me go back and make those changes. Hey, down. I will come play with you in 10 minutes. Down. Good boy. Play with you in 10 minutes. But yeah, like I said, stream is coming up to a close, so thank you so much for joining me. That goes for everybody who joined today, the silent viewers as well. Big up yourself, and special big up to the girl RK. Thank you so much for your comments and, you know, keeping me company. I appreciate all the questions as well. Continued support has been great.
Went in strongly, decisively.
Okay, I need to stop messing around and actually get back another goal in this.
De Bruyne. Well, doesn't have to do it on his own.
Oh, offside. That's mad.
But he drifted into an offside position.
Just seeing the lineup must be going. I knew this guy, but the heck.
That's why it's offside.
I honestly think that half of the stuff that Pep decides to do for us in the game is based on like being unpredictable. Alvarez! That's my boy right there. Hey, I told you guys I was coming at one last goal to seal off the game. We're not ending on a 4-1 defeat. Nah. It's 4-2, which is, you know, a little bit more respectable, but we getting the last goal. At least that's the least we could do. We'll get the last goal. But I think half the stuff that Pep does, the short corners, the no Rodri in the Champions League final, the drop Laporte, put Akanji, like all of this is basically just Pep trying to not be predicted and trying to catch the opposition manager off guard. Like, how, if I make this mad decision, how can you counter against me before the game? Boom. Give me 2 minutes, I'll be right there. I promise you. I promise you. But yeah, clearly my dog wants to play with me right now, and we also have a very, very important, I cannot stress, Boomy. I cannot stress how important this game is going to be today in our season for the long run. He has to smell, I don't know what, before deciding on who plays. Pep, I think we all know Pep is weird. Like, he's talented, but he's a weird guy as well. The stuff he does in the press conferences tell us as much. Boomy, relax. But yeah, that is the end of today's stream. My next stream will be, today is Wednesday. My next stream will be on Friday. Which is 2 days from now, 2 days before our next game against Fulham, which I also will have a stream coming up for then. I'll keep posting in the community, so check out the community tab as well on the channel. And you know, if you didn't get to see this video live, leave me comments after the video, because I reply to all of those as well. I much appreciate all the support, and big up all you guys for tuning in. Please enjoy the game today, Blues. It should be an absolute spectacle, and I'm praying that the result is on our side. So come on, City, City till I die. Come on, you Blues, and until next time.